This is my first official vlog. I am trying to get used to being on camera more, and I feel like a vlog is like less intimidating. I have other ideas for content I want to do. Just like sharing my story and and like documenting my story and like maybe the things that I'm learning and everything like that, and just maybe like helping. Hopefully, it helps somebody else or inspires somebody else. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna try with vlogging for a little bit and see how that goes. Um, uh, and maybe do Vlogmas. Okay, so I just went to my first salsa and bachata dancing social last night, and I just wanted to document it because this is a big milestone for me. I'm like kind of one of those silly people who have performance anxiety, and so I took up salsa dancing class recently because I've always wanted to salsa dance, and I just like felt so much anxiety around it because I usually am good at things and I'm not good at dancing, specifically salsa dancing. Um, and so that's been hard on me, and I've had performance anxiety about it. And so I finally like decided to bite the bullet and sign up for like a 10-week course. I'm on week 7, and I'm getting a lot more confident and feeling more comfortable and less anxiety. And so the next big like hurdle for me, or the next big challenge for me, was to go to one of these socials. And the social is like there's a class at the beginning. It's more open to the public and not like just the people who are in the class with you week after week. And so there's a class for like half of it, like an hour, 30 minutes of salsa, 30 minutes of bachata. And then there's like an hour or two of dancing, like kind of like a club scene sort of thing, um, with other people and practicing what you learned. And so uh, bachata is also new for me, so that was my first time dancing bachata, and um, like trying my first time like dancing with strangers instead of the people in the class, and so it went well. It was like not as nerve wracking as I made it up to be in my head, but I'm really proud of myself for going, and I'm gonna go to another one tonight, and I'm just really excited about like overcoming this anxiety little by little, and challenging myself, and like getting to have more fun with my body and like in dance in general. I never really was like a dancer. I would always like, you know, have to get some alcohol in me in order to truly dance or feel comfortable dancing out at like a bar, unless there's like unless the floor is like packed and it's dark in there and everybody's like dancing. If it's just everybody standing around, I'm not going to be the one person dancing. Never going to be the first person on the dance floor. Not that type of person. But who knows? Maybe after this, I'll be the first person on the salsa dance floor sometime. I'll at least feel comfortable with the salsa and maybe bachata at some point. So, anyway, just wanted to share that because I'm so excited. I was thinking I also should get a recording of myself dancing now, at my beginner level, and so I can compare it, not necessarily to share it, but like maybe one day I will share it, but so I can see how much I grow and progress over time, because I am signing up for the second level in the series, um, for starting in a couple months. And so I am gonna hopefully be getting a lot better, learning new moves and everything, and maybe being able to like sort of freestyle or something. That would be ideal. I feel like right now I'm just like so focused on the mental part of like learning the steps and like making sure I'm keeping up with the timing and doing things at the right motion and being or time, and being able to like tell what the lead is trying to get me to do. So anyway, maybe one day you will see my salsa videos. This is my kitchen. So a little bit of backstory about me is I'm not going to give you a ton because we don't got time for all that. But I recently moved to Hawaii. I don't know if you can hear this. I recently moved to Hawaii about 9 months ago, or 9 months, 9 weeks ago, something like that. I have a few friends who live here, really close friends. One of them that grew up here, one of them that's their partner grew up here, and so they moved here to be closer to his family. And then another friend who had just moved here for an opportunity, um, and because it's beautiful here. And I have been friends with all those people for like 20 years, and I've always wanted to move away from home and like experience what it's like to live in a new place, as especially as an adult, and like try on a new identity, I guess, or just reinvent myself. And so um, I decided on Hawaii, especially because when I come here, it feels like home in a way that not a lot of other places feel, because the majority of the people here are brown, or like that's the primary culture anyway. And then the fact that there's a lot of Japanese people here too, and I'm part Japanese. Japanese food is everywhere. Japanese influence is another reason it feels like home, but definitely like um, I feel less of an outsider in a way. And I mean, I definitely, obviously, I'm like a mainlander, and so I'm coming into Hawaii, but, and there's that whole thing, which maybe we'll talk about someday. But uh, just from the fact of like the brown people being the predominant culture here, and even the body standards and things like that, I just feel more safe and at home here than I do in other places. And like, even most of the cops look like my skin color and things like that, for a variety of reasons, like the beauty standards, the culture, the um all of that. So anyway, I decided to move here. um I decided to move here in April, and I I was visiting here with a friend, my friend who had just had a baby, and I was like, I'm gonna live here. And I like knew I was planning on leaving my job, my corporate job that I'd been at for 14 years, and focus on my business full time. And let me take you with me. I'm packing my bag so I can go. Um, and I okay, how do I say this? I knew I was gonna be leaving my corporate job um, soon, but I didn't have like an exact timing. And so then I just like came back home, sold all my stuff pretty much, moved in with my grandma for a few months, kept working on my health issues, which I'll tell you about sometime later. I had like some chronic health issues that I was dealing with, from stress. And just focused on myself and made my plan and focused on my business and like figuring out my transition and everything. And then I figured it out, and I moved here in early September. I had to do a lot of stuff to get my cat ready too, so there's that. But like definitely a lot of like medical appointments and stuff, trying to make sure I was getting as much of that done on my good insurance as I could before leaving. So, anyway, I'm here now. I will share more of my current life and my backstory, I guess, my origin story, some other time. But right now, I am going to the mall to visit my friend. She just got a new gig at a beautiful jewelry store, and I really want to support her. And then I'm going to sit at a coffee shop and get some work done, because I've been having a hard time being disciplined enough with working from home, just lately, especially like I don't know. I think I'm getting a little stir crazy. Usually I've been okay about it, but like this last couple of weeks has been a little bit challenging. So I'm going to go to a coffee shop and be in focus mode and try not to play Sudoku on my phone. Guilty pleasure. Okay, let's go. Too many shoes by the door. Oh, gotta unlock my car. It is such a weird feeling vlogging and trying to like capture all the moments and tell a story. But it's also fun, like a fun creative outlet, which is one of the things I like about it. Like, I love the idea of storytelling and getting to put together beautiful clips and some beautiful music. And I love watching YouTube videos. And so I'm excited to do this. Maybe I will start vlogging every now and again too. Like, maybe that'll be a part of my regular thing. But yeah, for now, I'm just trying to get comfortable with being on camera. I think like a bunch of the videos that I recorded before were like sit down story time videos, but then I was like so focused on saying the story how I wanted to say it and like not missing any parts because I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. I'm not used to like talking, I'm better at writing, but I prefer to do a video over like a blog or something like that. And so, I think I just need to get comfortable with being on camera. I used to have a YouTube channel, but I still was very uncomfortable back in the day. So, all right, here we go. Murder, she wrote. Okay, I'm home. Oh God, this is so jittery. I'm home and my phone died while I was there. I had to use it as a hotspot because the Wi-Fi at the coffee shop was spotty AF. But I was very productive. I ordered some shoes, some salsa dancing shoes, and I don't have my thing on. Chotomate kudasai. Hi, kitty. My stomach is kind of upset right now, and I don't know if it's because I'm nervous again about going to another social, which is it's possible. I get like, my mind is not nervous, but my body is nervous, and so my stomach gets kind of like just feels kind of uncomfortable and whenever that happens. And as soon as I get there, I'm fine. But in leading up to it, I'm like, oh God, I feel like crap. Should I go? Is this the nerves or is this like a legitimate stomach thing that I should be worried about? um, I also didn't have like lunch today. I had like a wait, what did I have today? Mm, I just had a late breakfast of scrambled eggs and toast, one piece of toast, and like soy matcha latte for lunch. So that's probably not good. That's probably part of it. Sometimes I get like, oh, I had a sandwich. Okay. I was gonna say sometimes I get so distracted or like busy that I forget to eat like a lunch meal, a middle meal. If I have like a late breakfast, I'll forget to have a lunch or a real lunch. I might just snack, and that's not really healthy. I think I need to like have a better routine around my eating schedule so that I'm eating like real food and not snacking, and then I'm not waiting too long to eat. But I also need to get better at meal prepping because eating this like prepackaged meat stuff is all the time is not good for me. I've been eating ramen as well because I'm just like obsessed with the ramen. Um, but I also like occasionally make some like yakisoba or mm, I've been making this freezer hot pot meal that comes together like you have to do a little bit of prep work in advance, but it's not hard and it comes together in like 15 minutes and it's amazing. I got it from this other food blogger. And so if anyone is interested and wants to make their own hot pot, it's probably like not it's I don't think it's authentic, but it's okay. It's delicious. If you don't care about it being authentic flavors, I just kind of wing it with the stuff that I do have in my fridge too. So, hmm anyway, I didn't do any of my meditation. I didn't do my stretching, but I did get pretty close to 7,500 steps. So I'll definitely pass that goal. I probably won't stay out super late at the social. I feel like starting out, my nervous system can only handle like an hour. I wonder if you can hear the fire or the siren. Like I said, I live in Waikiki in the busy area, and so it's noisy here. There's always, sirens or like somebody yelling. There's a parking garage next to me, and so there's always like some car backing up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something. Mm. You can hear the tires like screeching as they make the turns around the parking garage. Um, People blasting their music when they drive by because there's like a busy street nearby. There's a lot of busy streets nearby. But I do love being so centrally located, and a lot of stuff is walkable, and it's especially helpful for while I'm getting settled in here and like learning the areas and meeting new people and like wanting to be very social. Although right now I've been like not super social. Been very like inward, introspective in the last few weeks, which has been really good for me. We'll talk more about that later. So much foreshadowing. Fudgesicles! I'm supposed to be leaving in 10 minutes. I'm gonna be late. I'm like chronically behind schedule. I always am like, oh, I could do 6 more things before I have to leave. And I'm like, yeah, lollygagging. Okay, so this is gonna be the fastest ever get ready with me for my salsa. Salsa color. Oh. Oh, I should have showed you. La Roche Posay moisturizer. Do not follow me for more beauty tips because I get recommendations from other people. I am not a pro and I don't know what I'm doing. I do like the bare minimum. Always with the black eyeliner. What do they call it? Is it like a bat wing? Okay. If I crack jokes, I'm gonna crease my eyeliner and take more time. And we ain't got time for all that. Ugh. I feel like I'm chronically like adding more to this side, adding more to that side. And then it just takes over your whole eye one day. I remember my little sister, she always has like the perfect makeup, but she would always be in the bathroom for 30 minutes doing her eyeliner. Like lots of Q-tips in the trash from getting the perfect eyeliner. And I'm like, I hope nobody notices that I have uneven eyeliner. Oh, fudge. It wasn't dry yet. No. Problem solved. Nobody's going to be looking at my eye that close. I had big plans to use this Danessa Myricks pigment that I got today, and I was going to tell you all about it, how beautiful it is, and like I love Danessa Myricks because she just got the color thing down. But we don't have time for all that. I had to get a new concealer at Sephora today because my baseline color is a little bit darker because I've been in the sun. And so now I had to like up my, oh no. I really don't like it when it looks like there's makeup on there. So yeah, this NARS is pretty nice and it's buildable. That's what they told me at Sephora anyway. I don't need full coverage. I just need like it to look like I'm a little bit more awake than it looked before. Okay, makeup is done. That's literally all I do. Now I have to do my hair. Okay, stand by while I figure out an outfit. This is the most janky video. I'm setting you up on my little thing, on my little bathroom shelf. Time check, by the way, 2 minutes before I should be leaving. I'm lathering up with this delicious Shea Moisture. It's a massage oil. I use it. I add it. Actually, I should grab my lotion. I usually, it's coconut and hibiscus. I love it so much. The smell is amazing. But I mix it with lotion, so it's a little bit more moisturizing. But I primarily love the smell, and it's probably also like really moisturizing. It's coconut oil, hibiscus, and songi mushroom, whatever. I think my family would laugh so hard at this part of my video and all my friends. I just love smelling like a snack. See how my hair is hairing here pretty soon. Had to let it marinate in the uh, leave-in conditioner that I'm trying. I, they don't have all of the same product. Well, okay, the truth is I used to buy my products from my curly hair specialist lady in Washington and Seattle, and I ran out, so I had to buy a new product. And I'm not sure I'm digging it. It's a leave-in condition, and it is not conditioning like it's supposed to. And also, I need a haircut real bad. I got that mushroom hair when you got curly hair and the layers grow out. It's lovely. If anybody watches this much of the video, all the way, only like my best friends are gonna watch this far and deal with all of my shenanigans and my random thoughts and random narration. So thanks, best friends, and the random few for tagging along. Or maybe you're just like really busy and don't have time to turn the video off. Thank you as well. Thanks for being busy. Okay. Gotta be smelling good if people are gonna be all up on close to me, on my body. Oh, because that would be my nightmare. Deodorant. Don't look at my armpits. The other day I was wearing this deodorant at a yoga class, and I went like maybe didn't rub the deodorant in, and didn't absorb, and it has like a little bit of a white cast, and so I was sweating. It was a hot yoga class, and I was sweating, and like the sweat was coming down, and it was like milky white, and I felt so gross. Ugh. Oversharing. Okay, this is my hair right now. Not too bad, but that's because it's wet. I had a lady also cut my hair, a different lady who's not my normal lady, because my other lady was busy and I needed a haircut, and I'm not a good planner all the time. And she thinned my hair, and like before I even noticed it to stop her or like to question it, she was like already doing it, and I was like, okay. So now I have these like wispy little flyaway things, a lot more frizz, and I hate it. Just waiting for it to grow out. I also use this lovely almond avocado mousse, curl enhancing mousse. It smells incredible, and you could buy a refill, like a giant refill bottle, which is so nice. I love things that are like slightly more eco-friendly in that way. And it lasts really long, I feel like. Ooh. I'm smelling like a real snack. All the food flavors are on me right now. Got my healthy fats. I used to, at one point when I had shorter hair, like finger curl every fucking piece of my hair. And my hair would definitely last longer. Like my styling would last longer. So one of these days I should do that, or at least, use my all the millions of tools that I have purchased to style my hair a better way. But today is not that day. It's not making that sound as strong as it should. But that's okay. It's really not good for me to be out here with like this wet ass hair. I really love the like 80s. Is it the 80s part where it's like all the way to the side? Yeah. Get my little curl out. Yeah, so cute. My baby hairs. Maybe I will diffuse for a minute. Gotta plug it in, bro. I also need to brush my teeth. Can't have hot breath on the dance floor. Kahlua pork breath. I repeat, I do not have the time or the patience to do this the right way. Ragamuffin. No, I'm being dramatic. But if you could see the details, it would be driving you crazy. Like it is me. But that's okay. We don't got time. We are doing big things. We are challenging ourselves to go to a social. And it's going to be dark in there for part of the time. Ugh. The frizzies. Whatever. Now for the teeth brushing. It is now 6:52. And it starts in 8 minutes. And it takes 20 minutes to get there. I'm ready. All right, future Celine, fast forward through all of that. Mouthwash, breath mint, or no, mouthwash. Just a little swig. Okay, we are ready. Okay, don't look at my messy apartment, but I'm gonna do a fit check. Okay. Yes, cute little shorts. And these shoes are my dancing shoes. I just wear them dancing. And by dancing shoes, I mean I got it at Ross. I have new dancing shoes, like actual dancing shoes, coming in at some point. All right, we are ready to go. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film. When I get there. I'll probably just have like a quick little clip, probably of me not talking. But let's be on our merry frickin' way. My tummy is feeling a little bit better. So, maybe it's just because I'm talking to you guys. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. When I'm like running late, I'm like frantic all the time. And I'm like, I gotta stop doing this to myself. I feel like I'm filming like my grandma would. Like, fingers are on the camera. My face it's like under my face. Here we are. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm going to be listening to some salsa music on the way so I can get my mind right. Okay, I did it. I danced 2 times with 2 people to bachata. I didn't get to practice any salsa because since these are like beginner friendly, salsa is like a little bit harder and bachata is a little bit easier. And so I think they tend to lean towards the bachata songs. The bachata was a struggle, but I had some good leads, so figured it out. Struggled through it. That's okay. But I'm proud of myself. That was my second social. Let's see. I stayed for like an hour, and that was funny. I made some friends, some lady friends, so I'm feeling good. And It wasn't a lot of people there yet, and maybe if I would have waited, more people would come. But I was starting to feel uncomfortable, so and you kind of just sit and wait for like there was more women there and not enough like leads, and so you kind of just sit and wait for a guy to come ask you to dance, which I don't know if that's like it's probably part of the culture thing. I'm sure I could have asked a guy to dance, but they were mostly busy because they were dating. They were dancing with um, other ladies in high demand. Um, and I'm also not experienced, and they're pretty experienced, and so they probably preferred the experienced ones. But that's okay. I got to dance twice in an hour and chatted up a bunch with some new people. So mission accomplished. Success. Ugh, no. I'm taking you home, and I need to do my meditation and my stretching before bed because that's my non-negotiables. And maybe eat a little bit more since I didn't really eat much earlier. Now that my anxiety tummy ache has settled, which is so silly, but maybe my body will eventually catch up to my brain, which knows that everything is fine and it doesn't frickin' matter. But here we are. Repetition exposure therapy. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Okay, I made it home. My kitty is meowing at me. She needs attention. Look at that baby. Hi. Oh, feisty. Hi, baby. Children in 25 years. Revealing the jank setup of my place. I live in a tiny little studio apartment, and when my dad visited recently, he bought me a TV because that's a very dad thing to do. But unfortunately, I don't have a place to put the TV yet, so it's on the floor. I'm watching my show, Married at First Sight, the new season, and I'm eating some more of the same thing. My dinner, it's just like I didn't eat enough earlier, so and then I'm going to get into my stretching and stuff. Reality romance shows are my guilty pleasure. Okay, I've seen them all. Like The Sneaky Link, Perfect Match, Love Is Blind, Bachelor, uh, Love Island. Ask me about any of them. I reference Sneaky Link because that's like the most hilarious one. Oh, Too Hot to Handle is also another really ridiculous one. I don't know if I would call that romance, but it's like along the lines. Singles Inferno, Korean one, really good. And then all the different like Love Is Blinds around the world, those are really fun. So watching my show Married at First Sight while I eat, it's kind of like my go-to thing. just listening to this bachata and salsa playlist that I made for myself, that I have been working on anyway, of my favorite salsa and bachata songs. Um, I just love listening to it. It makes me so happy. I'm sure some of the lyrics are like sad and stuff, but like I can't tell. And it's really helping me catch the timing better and like be able to tell the difference between salsa and bachata. Like if I'm out at a place that's doing all that type of music, I can hopefully tell the difference and know which one I'm supposed to be dancing to. I mean, obviously after a certain amount of time you can tell, like you start to feel it and you can feel the bachata songs are slower, but sometimes the bachata songs are a little bit faster and you got to like, wait for some more clues to come in. Oh, my hair is like doing things I don't like. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, that was probably the longest vlog ever. I don't know how much I'm gonna chop it down. But thank you for hanging out with me today, and thanks for spending the whole ridiculous day with me and listening to all my musings and um, catching up on my life story. More to come. I also realized that I didn't tell you my name this whole time. My name is Celine, and thanks for coming on my journey. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.